Hey guys, Hat Guy with the picks. Yesterday, with the Texas Tech cover over Kansas, and by the way, Texas Tech did exactly what I said they would do. Um, murdered that team from start to finish. That win took this channel to 19-2. Over 90% winners. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hey guys, thank you for the likes, the comments, the subscribers. My buddy was at not even a buddy, he's a brother to me. He was at a wedding last night, and he sent me a text message where one of the subscribers shared yesterday's video with a lot of great words talking about this channel. And it's things like that get me excited. And I really appreciate you guys. I do. I'm gonna show you how much I appreciate you by coming back today and giving you another winner. So we won Thursday, we won Friday, and we won Saturday. This is 3 weeks in a row of doing the same thing. So now we sit at Sunday with all house money in our pocket, ready to fire today and pick up even more tomorrow. Today we are going to the late game. I'm a Steelers fan through and through. I was taught, one of the main things that I was taught years and years and years ago was, you never bet with your heart, you always bet with your head. So today's pick, believe me, is not coming from the heart. I'm a realist. I will tell you that the Steelers are having a down year. I would have told you that at the beginning of the year. I wasn't expecting big results out of the Steelers this year because I talk from my head. I talk in logic. But Pittsburgh is in a don't miss spot for me today. Seattle's traveling to Pittsburgh for the 8:20 game on national TV tonight. Both teams come into this game 2-3. Pittsburgh won their first game against Buffalo. I have no idea how they did it, but they did. And they picked up a win last week, a great win over Denver in Denver's top 3 defense. Excellent win. This line opened up at 4, and it's sitting at 5. The total opened up at 43, and it still sits at 43. Man, we stopped at the vape shop yesterday. They got these new hides like this. Comes in peach. By 4. I'm telling you what, the more I try, the better they get. This peach one's out of control. Out of control. Loaded with flavor. All right, back to business. Steelers last week, they had a great game plan, and even better than that, they executed it very nicely. What we saw against Denver is what Steeler fans thought they were going to get from week on moving forward. But they finally got it this past week. They fed Najee until Najee was full. They were able to execute Ben smartly based on the run. And and things worked out for them. Their defense stepped up and things worked out for them. Like that first week win, I go back and I think about how good of a win that really is, to where we're watching the Bills now and how good they are. No one saw that win coming, and I definitely didn't either. Like I said, they showed the best balance of an offense that I've seen so far from them last week. Ben threw for 253 yards and 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. Let's key in on the 0 interceptions. He didn't cost his team possessions, and he didn't cost his team points. That's what you look for out of a quarterback that can control the game flow, the pace of the game, and have the offense do what you want them to do. And Ben was able to do all that last week. Najee, he toted the ball 23 times for 122 yards and a touchdown. I'm not mad at that at all. I mean, this guy is a workhorse. He has the same workhorse ability as a Derrick Henry. He can be counted on for 30 touches a game and be on the field 90% of the snaps. That's just who Najee is. That's what he was in Alabama, and that's what he's going to be in Pittsburgh. And I believe he's going to be around for a long time, putting up some great numbers. Wide receivers, Deontay Johnson, he had 2 grabs for 72 yards and a touchdown, and Claypool had 5 for 130 and a touchdown. The defense last week against Denver, they had 2 sacks and they had a pick. And that was their best game to date. On the other side, we got Seattle. They played the Rams, which, if you follow the channel, which I'm sure most of you guys do, I gave the Rams in that game. And we cashed that ticket also. Seattle lost to the Rams 26-17 in that game. And a lot happened in that game. Seattle was up 7-3 at half. Second half was a different story. The Rams came out and they completely shredded that Seattle defense like every other team has. Rams threw for 365 yards and a touchdown. They rushed for another 118 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Rams wide receivers murdered the Seattle secondary. Rams finished with 2 sacks and 2 interceptions in that game. The big turn took place in the second half when Aaron Donald was already chasing Russ around the field the whole game, but he caught up to him in a bad way in the second half. He chased him down. Russ went to pass the ball, and as he passed the ball, Aaron Donald hit his hand. Aaron Donald is known to be, I think, still the strongest man in the NFL. And it's funny because he's an undersized defensive lineman. The guy's a freak. He hit his hand, and when he tried to pass, and unfortunately his hand got injured in a bad way, to the point where Seattle had to bring in Geno Smith. And yeah, you heard me right the first time. He brought in Geno Smith. Coming out of West Virginia, we have a Geno Smith sighting. Geno Smith. And unfortunately for Seattle, Russ is going to be out for several games. I can't lie. Geno was 10 for 17. He had 131 yards and a touchdown, and he had a late interception which sealed the game. He didn't look bad at all, to be honest. But Geno Smith had to show up as Geno Smith sometime in that game. I don't care if he threw 1 pass or 20 passes. He threw the interception that iced the game and actually gave us the cover and win. They had 375 total yards of offense that week against the Rams defense. Now, right now, what I'm seeing is it looks like whenever I look at the numbers, Seattle was 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 road games. And they're 2-5 in their last 7 games overall. Now, the favorite in this matchup is 5-1 in their last 6 meetings. Let's couple that with Seattle was ranked 32 overall in defense. If you can find a team past 32, let me know what that team is. They are ranked 31 in rush defense and 22nd in scoring defense. The Steelers at home has a top 5 defense overall when they play at Heinz Field. And they're playing at Heinz Field this week. So what we have, or what I see, is I see an offense that's figured out if they give the ball enough to the rookie, Harris, he's eventually going to make plays. In an O-line that definitely took a step forward in the win against Broncos last week. Ben, I'm not saying he's too good, period, because I'm not saying that, okay? Ben is too good of a quarterback against the Seattle defense. Not the rest of the league, just the Seattle defense. He'll pick that defense apart. To be honest with you, this is just a grade A spot for the Steelers to be in. They couldn't be in a better spot this week to continue the confidence, to build on the confidence, for a team to come in with a backup quarterback that's injured. And I see him capitalizing in a big way. I see the Steelers winning by double digits in this game. And that's what it is. That's what it is. So, take the Pittsburgh Steelers minus the 5 points. After today's game, we're going to stay perfect in the NFL, going to 13-0. And the channel is going to go to 20-2 overall. I just ask you guys, please continue what you're doing. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please share the video on all social media platforms that you guys are on. I really appreciate you guys. And what I'm going to do is continue to bring you guys winners. And you know what we're going to do next. We're going to get back to getting that cash.